This is a strange story of Mr. Fred, who is actually a businessman. Now, Fred is living a normal life, and on a way of shopping, he meets the owner of a luncheon club, who is very eager to ask Fred to give a speech in the luncheon club. Now, he gives his visiting card and he takes notes about Mr. Fred, and he fixes an appointment with Fred so that he can give a speech on Thursday. Fred says that he is not a good speaker and he is very hesitant to take that offer, but still, the president of the luncheon club insists him and he leaves. Now Fred's problem started. He started to get scared. He is anxious that he is going to give a speech. He does not understand that fear of appearing on the stage to give a speech is quite natural. He is very, very anxious and scared to death. Now from that minute onwards, Fred's problem started. It is reminded when he reads the newspaper and he is completely disturbed. It is reminded when he is at its deep sleep and the sleep is also disturbed. And even food. He does not take his food on a proper way, thinking that he is supposed to appear on the stage for giving a speech. He is totally under complete stress, thinking about the fact that he is going to give a speech. On the day of the speech, look at him. He is completely anxious, not comfortable, and the Toastmaster gives an introduction about Fred, and Fred is not at all comfortable in listening to the instruction. And he is never having the confidence that he will stand up and speak in front of the audience. He is totally scared, stressed out, sweating out, and having a complete negative assumption. His feet, hands, everything is cold, stressed out, and he looks for a chance to get out of the hall. Fred is completely agonized. It happens to you. It happens to you. And it also happens to you. So stage fright is common for every single person, my dear friends. Stage fright is something that we need to take control of. Fear is the biggest reason for stage fright. We fear as if somebody will get up and shoot, as if a snake is on the stage. We fear as if we will fall down while we speak. We are actually getting scared that others will raise comments about us and they will ridicule us. That's the reason. The eyes of a person is very, very powerful. So we are getting scared because of plenty of negative assumptions. A lot of question marks in our mind. Whether we will be delivering the speech without grammatical error, whether we will deliver the correct subject, whether we will withstand the expectations of all the people. Plenty of question marks, and that's why we are having this stage fright. What to do about it? Well, let us go back to the situation when the president of Luncheon Club invites Fred. Fred has to think that it is quite an honor. Having a fear in the beginning is quite natural, but Fred should have taken control of the fear, and he should have felt special about himself. His self-esteem should have been brought up. He should have felt that it is an honor, and he should have felt that it's going to be a wonderful occasion by being an honored guest. And back to his office, Fred should have noted down all the features that are supposed to be delivered in the speech. He should have noted the examples, stories, illustrations, data, and of course, a proper conclusion for the speech. Preparation is the key. Fred was initially scared because of lack of preparation. Now Fred is preparing his speech. He writes down and takes note of it. And then, the smart thing Fred does is, stands over the chair and he tries to make a rehearse. He rehearses his speech as though he is speaking in front of the luncheon club people. And this is a mastermind that gives plenty of strength to Fred. Now look at that, he is fluently speaking imagining as if everybody is in front of him, practicing. And then Fred takes care of his clothing. He's ready with his shoot and he's ready with his shave. He even chooses his favorite tie. So he also does not forget that the appearance is a key for appearing on the stage. He tries to look good as much as he can. With whatever personality he has inclined to showcase that personality. Looking good is very, very important. The appearance conveys plenty of messages to the people. So now Fred is very confident. He was not the old man, and he was not the person who he used to be whenever someone calls him for a speech. His self-confidence has been boosted up by taking these simple steps. And he also feels that he is a honored guest. And he makes sure that he has planned his speech. And he has also made sure that his personal appearance is at its best. Now look at Fred. The Toastmaster is again giving the introduction about Fred, and right now Fred is a different personality. He's not only a person, he is also a personality right now. In the previous screening, you saw Fred getting scared, but right now Fred is very controlled. Of course, he has fear, but the fear is controlled. It is completely under his control. Now that's the improvisation that you see between the old Fred and this new Fred. He knows that the fear is always going to dominate him, but he still, with his preparation on the speech, he is okay. Now the floor is given to Fred. Fred comes to the podium and he starts giving the speech. Well, that's a good body language. Now, when Fred starts speaking, it was definitely a frozen moment. But as time progresses, he got very easy. Now when he starts speaking, and during the progress of the speech, he makes sure that he concentrates on the smiley and friendly faces, and he completely ignores the avoiding faces and lazy faces. So as time goes by, Fred has lost his place. Now he feels very comfortable. He even cracks jokes and ensures everybody is on his side. That's the magic of preparation, my dear friends. So now he is almost a masterstroke speaker. Look at the introducer. He is completely lost to Fred's speech. And Fred makes a proper connotation. He ensures that he never forgets the examples, connotations, illustrations that he had prepared in the speech. And he is completely alright. He also concentrates on what to speak rather than how to speak. So therefore, Fred's speech is a big success. Now you can see everybody coming and congratulating Fred for his hard work and the best speech that they have ever listened. Since he was concentrating on what subject has to be spoken, and since he was controlling the fear by knowing that the fear is quite natural, he has made his speech a very successful one. So these are the simple steps for avoiding and destroying stage fear. Fred was able to do it. You can also do that, my dear friends. Now, just in case you have forgotten, these are the 7 steps that Fred used here in order to transform himself from a scared personality to a multifaceted personality in terms of stage speech. Step number 1. He considered speaking on stage as a honor. Step number 2. Raise the self-esteem through passion. Step number 3. Prepare the speech with examples, stories, illustrations, data, and conclusions. Step number 4. Rehearse the speech. Step number 5. Focus on the personal appearance. Look at your best. Step number 6. Concentrate on the attention givers to begin with. And as time goes by, once you get comfortable, maintain proper eye contact. And finally, step number 7, concentrate on what to speak rather than how you speak. Now, Fred was concentrating on these 7 steps, and I'm sure if you concentrate on these 7 steps, you will be a masterpiece presenter as well. Thank you.